Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to the regular October 9th, 2025 meeting of the Webster Groves Board of Adjustment. Tom, would you please call the roll?
Debbie Sahlberg.
Here.
Tom Walsh is here. John Burse.
Here.
Jennifer Gates.
Here.
And Mel Wilson.
Here.
We have one docket this evening, and we will, under normal circumstances, we would hear testimony on this docket, the city staff, the applicant, and then ask for anyone who's in favor or in opposition, and then move to decision. But this tonight's case is a little different. The proceedings are recorded. We want you to speak clearly and one at a time, and approval would take 4 out of the 5 board members' approval. Tom, would you please read the powers relative to the requested variance?
I will. When by reason of exceptional narrowness, shallowness, or shape of a specific piece of property as of September 20th, 1956, or by reason of exceptional topographical conditions or other extraordinary or exceptional situation or condition of a specific piece of property, which condition is not generally prevalent in the neighborhood, the strict application of the area regulations of this zoning code would result in peculiar and exceptional practical difficulties to or exceptional and undue hardship upon the owner of such property. The board is hereby empowered to authorize upon an appeal related to such property a variation from such strict application so as to relieve such difficulties or hardships.
Thank you. Would you please read docket 2435 into the record?
Yes, docket 2435, an application by Andrew Houghton and Nicole Healy, property owners of 849 Atalanta Avenue. The request is for a variance from Municipal Code Section 53.073.C.2 to allow construction of a 2-story addition located 3.32 feet from the side property line. The property is located within the A4 7,500 square foot residential district.
Thank you. Mr. Buntrager or Mr. Leibson, do you want to explain what's going on tonight?
The item as it's listed there was properly posted. However, there is a slight, I don't know if it was a change. I think it was just how the plans were submitted. It does, as the plans are submitted, it does require a bigger variance than was requested, which has not been posted. And so as my understanding is the applicant would like to proceed with the plans as submitted, in which case we will need to repost with the proper variance request at a proper amount of time.
So that means we would not discuss this evening, and we would.
Correct. No public hearing tonight, no public comment. What instead we would need is a motion to postpone to a date certain, which I understand is the other part of tonight's meeting, is figure out what that date certain would be.
Well, we did some discussion before you were here, and we were looking at, Mr. Leibson said that we would need to re-advertise this. And
Correct.
so the closest date that we could come up with that at least 4 of us, because I don't think Mel was in on this discussion, and of course Randy, the regular member, is out of the country, so we can't poll him right now, would be Thursday, November 6th. Does that work for you?
I have another meeting that night, but I also have a partner that could do that. I just need to verify that that's not going to be a problem. It's 6:30.
Yes.
Was that the determination? I would say worst case scenario, it had to be virtual.
As long as we can hear you.
Oh, I talk loudly no matter what.
Okay.
If you can't, we can search another date too. I mean,
Well,
but We all seem pretty good with this thing.
Yeah, I think one way or another, even if my father has to step in here, I think we can manage. I know, bring it. Sometimes you got to bring the big guns in. So, but I think one way or another, we can make that work.
Mr. Blaze, I'm sorry, we can't make it any earlier than that. Would, November 6th work for you? So, can we have a motion to, is it a motion to postpone?
It'd be a motion to postpone, to the November 6th meeting.
Motion to postpone, docket 2435.
Well, I'll make the motion
November
that,
6th.
I'll make the motion that we postpone docket 2435 to a meeting to be held on November 6, 2025.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Do we need to poll the board?
We do not.
Okay.
No.
So, this will be held on Thursday, November 6th at 6:30. And I am sorry for the delay, but, I was just, sorry for the delay. And we will renotice, and notify affected property owners again, right? And post a new sign. Okay. No,
In fact, what we'll do is we'll just keep that night open, dedicated to this, because this is a regular meeting the following week. So anything that comes up in between now and then, that will go on the regular meeting agenda.
Since we've dealt with the public hearings, do we have any other business tonight?
Oh, sure. Yes. Yeah. I can update you on this. The house at 511 Bompart has filed suit to challenge our finding. So we've started the process we've completed the process of pulling our record and sending it to the gentleman, Mr. Orby, is an attorney. He's representing himself, and so we've sent the records we have to him in response. It's not a full-fledged lawsuit, and so what won't happen is let's knock on some wood here, but you guys won't be pulled in for depositions. That's not typically how this goes. It's not dependent on what you know now. It's dependent on what the decision was as it was made. And so these lawsuits don't come up a whole lot. And so unless we get a judge who's like, nope, just let them do depositions, which we won't or shouldn't anyway, you guys should not need to be pulled in for any of this. Okay.
We're just on the sidelines watching, right?
I know. You guys didn't expect your volunteer position to drag you into court, huh?
But that's why we made clear why we made the decision, because I
Right.
think the record's going to show that.
Right. And
you were real good at making sure we all
I
said
try.
the
I try
reason
every
why
time.
we said, yeah.
Right. Every time we got to have a reason. But yes, the crux of his argument is that same argument he was making here in the hearing, the meeting, where he's trying to allege that the setback line should be adjusted because of the side property, which is its own lot and all of that. He acknowledges multiple times that it still requires a variance, but a lesser variance, and so it shouldn't have been as much of a burden. But that's not the standard here. So I'm not anticipating any problems here, but you know how court is. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Happy to answer any questions though.
Sure. Good luck, and we'll just wait and listen.
Well, that diagonal line's always been sort of a bugaboo, but we've never used the diagonal line to draw where garages could be.
No, I agree.
How long is that process for you guys?
Well, it sort of depends. He has to file the lawsuit first, then we have to get served. So we were served at the end of September,
Yeah.
and the judge gave us 10 days to turn over the record, which
It's
is
just like the intent that, what does that mean?
we had to transcribe everything that was said. So we've got a transcript of everything, everything you lovely people said that evening. We have all the exhibits that we put in. You know, when I do the questioning, we put the exhibits into the record. We put the PowerPoint in, and everything that was used to make the decision. So that's why we make sure that everything we decide is based on what's here in this meeting. And we packaged that all up and sent it off to him. The next step, so there's a petition, like any lawsuit, you have to allege sufficient facts for relief. There's a petition. We haven't decided yet if we're going to file a motion to dismiss or if we'll just answer it and go. That may slow it down, but realistically, we should be looking at a hearing before like March of next year that would resolve this entire thing. I would hope.
So in the meantime, his like property just sits still.
Yeah.
Like that, the foundation. and all
Still
that
there.
work just, like,
No, because as you know, a variance is requested before ground is broken, just like it was in this case, right? So no, there's nothing that's being done is staying his It's not like his property is in compliance right now because he's filed this lawsuit. That's not how this works. So we could take sledgehammers out there and break everything up and all that if we wanted to. That's not my advice, but
But we could also, and not suggesting that we do this.
write him a ticket. Oh,
A non-compliance process.
we could, yeah. And really we should, because what we don't want to do is just end up taking longer and then all of a sudden we're hustling to get it done and all that. Yeah.
Well, it looked pretty unkempt at a point in time this summer. I don't drive by that house every week, but, you know, it'd be nice if he would mow the grass inside his,
Yeah.
foundation as well.
Fortunately, he's got that house on stilts across the street it's distracting.
Yeah, it is that's what I'm looking at, driving down,
Yeah, right.
you know, trying to see how much of the how much basement there was left.
Or if anything's changed since the last time you drove past, yeah.
You don't have one on Newport?
No, there's a
Baumhart?
on Baumhart
Yeah,
that they,
the one that,
the elevation
Yeah.
specialist, whatever.
Went through some discussion with him about what he needed to do. And the permits he
Like
needed
digging a
to get.
basement. back down.
Mostly
So,
around
no.
tree preservation.
Yeah.
Versus now, this is his, not birthday, but his gift to his daughter.
Yeah.
the new foundation.
Well, the house
The house.
has been sitting there forever. I mean, it's a,
But, yeah, it's been there ever since I've lived in the neighborhood.
Has it looked
I don't
like that?
understand why when you jack it up, why don't you get to work on the foundation? Is something holding that up? Because
all this rain we've been getting, right?
he's had beautiful weather. He's had beautiful weather.
The woman we guessed that contractors with housing fund. Yes. I don't know.
The guy goes to First Congregational Church if I see him. I don't know him very well.
I would not want to.
No, I'm staying out of
look
that.
at that. It's above me, no matter how much, you know, how many I-beams that house is sitting on.
Looks like it's on pads. I mean, I don't know whether.
Yeah, it does.
Sure it's not, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah,
There's
Well,
been a ladder underneath it, so somebody's been going up from down below.
They got a ramp in the back. They had an excavator down there,
A what?
excavator pulling stuff out.
Oh, really? But,
So, no, this is, that's all I have.
Yeah.
yeah.
but that one's not before us. We have nothing to do with that. No.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much for coming.